It's that time for me to pick my November TBR. If you're new here, hello, my name is Danielle, and I'm so glad you decided to stop by my channel. I hope you all enjoy it. Want to stick around, hang out with me? Definitely say hello to me down in the comments because I'd love to get to know you. And for those of you coming back, thank you so much for coming back. You guys mean so much to me. And I love that you want to spend some time with me and listen to me ramble on about books because I love books. And that's probably why you're here too, because you love books. So see, we're best friends. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you very, very much. And if you're not subscribed yet, I hope you will consider subscribing and definitely make sure you hit your notification bell to all so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And like this video if you like it, and give it a thumbs down if you don't. That's totally fine with me. All about honesty here. All right, let's get into what I am choosing for my TBR for the month of November. To get there, I have to tell you that for the months of September and October, I have read a lot of horror, a lot of just creepy books. And while I have enjoyed them, I need a little palate cleanser because it's been a lot. And I started feeling myself get a little burnt out on it. And like, okay, I need some feel good, happy. And like the month of November, being thankful, why not? That just seems like a perfect time to do that, I thought. Maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like it's a good time to just get into some reads that are feel-good reads and a little more cozy. Maybe not even necessarily cozy, but just not so heavy and like, yikes, okay? So I went ahead and picked out some books that I would like to read for the month of November, and I'm going to share them with you. So the first book that I decided to choose for November is Blackbird House by Alice Hoffman. This is a nice little short book, and I'm always appreciative of some of those within my TBR. It just, I don't know why. It just makes then, if I have some bigger ones, it feels a little less daunting, you know? And so this says, nestled in Blackbird House, a small farm on the outer reaches of Cape Cod, John Hadley dreams that his family will prosper. Over the course of 2 centuries, many will call this place their home, each linked by the past left between its walls. There is Violet, a brilliant girl who is in love with books, and with a man destined to betray her. Lysander Wind, attacked by a halibut as big as a horse, certain his life is ruined until a boarder wearing red boots arrives to change everything. And Maya Cooper, who does not understand the true meaning of love until it's too late. From the late 18th century to the modern day, each generation is connected to the ones before, and to the underlying lessons of love, shattering secrets, and the enduring power of hearth and home. So I just thought this seemed interesting, like it's going to span several generations and different things that happen in the same home. And I always think it's interesting when you move into a house and think about people who lived there before you and their lives that went on there and, you know, what they experienced, and now you and your family. And then if you move out of that house, to think that someone else is living where you had all these experiences and memories. I just think it's kind of a cool thing to think about. And so I thought this seemed like a good book to read for November. The next book that I chose is something that I just picked up from a little free library recently. I will actually link the video up here if you would like to see when I got it. It's called In 5 Years, and it's by Rebecca Searle. It says, Danny Cohen lives her life by the numbers. She's nothing like her lifelong best friend, the wild, whimsical, believes in fate, Bella. Danny's meticulous planning seems to have paid off after she nails the most important job interview of her career and accepts her boyfriend's marriage proposal in one fell swoop, falling asleep completely content. But when she awakens, she's suddenly in a different apartment with a different ring on her finger and beside a very different man. Danny spends exactly 1 hour, 5 years in the future, before she wakes again in her own home on the brink of midnight. And it is 1 hour she cannot shake. In 5 Years is an unforgettable love story, but it is not the one you're expecting. So I just thought that seemed like a super interesting book. And again, like a breath of fresh air after all of the horror. The next book I chose is Lost and Found by Carolyn Parkhurst. And it says, Laura is awakened in the middle of the night by her teenage daughter who has barely spoken a word to her in months. Following Cassie up to her attic room, Laura discovers her daughter's shocking secret and moves quickly to try to set things right. The rift between mother and daughter will soon be played out on a global scale when, in the hope that time spent together will heal their relationship, Laura and Cassie join a motley group of contestants on a reality TV show. What starts as a lark turns deadly serious when the show's creators scheme to reveal the most intimate details of the players' lives. The question becomes not just who will capture the final $1 million prize, but at what cost. So this sounds so different than anything that I've ever read. This mother and daughter relationship, so you're going to have that aspect of it, but then they go on a reality TV show? What? Like, what is this about? And then just the deviousness of let's be real, of, TV and any kind of media things like that, where they love to stir up people's pasts or cause conflict and whatever. And so just to see what that is going to play out like when they go on this reality TV show, thinking it's going to be something that helps bring them more together. And it sounds like it might be something that is, working against them. So yeah, definitely interested in this. Then I have Cabell Hill by Cecily Van Zigesser. I don't know how you say this person's name. I am so sorry. I have a terrible last name that people mispronounce all the time, so I'm used to it. It's okay. So it says, an irresistibly entertaining novel chronicling a year in the life of 4 families in an upscale Brooklyn neighborhood as they seek purpose, community, and meaningful relationships until one unforgettable night knocks them to their senses. That just sounds so good. In this eclectic Brooklyn neighborhood, private storms brew amongst 4 married couples and their children. There's ex-groupie Mandy, so underwhelmed by motherhood and her current physical state that she fakes a debilitating disease to get the attention of her skateboarding ex-indie musician husband, Stuart. There's the unconventional new school nurse, Peaches, seriously, on whom Stuart has a drooling crush, and her disappointing husband, Greg, who wears noise-canceling headphones everywhere. What? A few blocks away, Roy, a well-known, newly transplanted British novelist, has lost the plot of both his long-awaited novel and his marriage. His wife, Wendy, is not the corporate powerhouse she pretends to be. Around the corner, Tupper, the nervous designer of an ubiquitous surveillance device, struggles to pin down his elusive and terrifying artist wife, Elizabeth. Throw in 2 hormonal teenagers, a 9-year-old pyromaniac, oh my gosh, and a drug dealer pretending to be a doctor, and you've got a combustible mix of egos, desires, and secrets, brewing in brownstone, Brooklyn. It says, witty and sharp, Cabell Hill is a novel about modern families with all their flaws and foibles, a coming-of-age story about grown-ups who feel anything but adult. And oh my gosh, so this sounds like just a wild ride. I think it's going to be funny in some ways. Obviously, other things you're going to be like, no, whatever. But yeah, there's a humor in this when I'm reading that I am looking for right now. So excited to get into this. And I love this cover. Like, that's part of the reason I chose this, because I was like, this cover just makes me happy. And this is by the author of Gossip Girl, which I also have never read or watched the TV show. So maybe I'm the only one. Have you watched it? Have you read it? I don't know. But I'm excited to read this one. And then I chose, because I am so excited to get into this book, and I've had it for a little while now. And I bought it at Second and Charles. I think it was when we were in Pennsylvania. I'll link that video for you too. That I picked this book up. I was so excited about it. And so now is the time. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. I've heard so many good things about this book. And so I am just dying to get into it. And I felt like November was the perfect time. It says, France, 1714. In a moment of desperation, a young woman named Adeline meets a dangerous stranger and makes a terrible mistake. As she realizes the limitations of her Faustian bargain, being able to live forever without being able to be remembered by anyone she sees, Addie chooses to flee her small village as everything she once held dear is torn away. But there are still dreams to be had and a life to live, and she's determined to find excitement and satisfaction in the wide, beckoning world, even if she will be doomed to be alone forever. Or not quite alone, as every year on her birthday, the alluring Luke comes to visit, checking to see if she's ready to give up her soul. Their darkly thrilling game stretches through the ages, seeing Addie witness history and fight to regain herself as she crosses oceans and tries on various lives. It will be 300 years before she stumbles into a hidden bookstore and discovers someone who can remember her name. And suddenly, everything changes again. And so, yeah, I have been so looking forward to this. So this is my most anticipated read for the month of November, the thing I'm the most excited about. So I hope it lives up to the hype that everyone, gives it. I have a feeling it will. And then I have a surprise book that I'm adding to my TBR, which is kind of going to go back to a little bit creepier, not a horror. You'll see. So I won another book giveaway on Goodreads, and this was really cool because when it showed up, it actually comes like from the author, like the little address label and stuff on it. It wasn't in like a package that I typically get a Goodreads when, like what they usually come in. So I'm excited. I did not open it yet. I'm going to open it with you guys, and you're going to get to see this book that I won and that I'm going to read for November. So the book is The Retirees by Leah Orr, and it says, retirement has never felt so deadly. Like, love this cover. It says, welcome to the idyllic yet eccentric retirement community of the ocean's edge, where retirement has never felt so deadly. Disco is dead. There's a serial unaliver on the loose. The coffin dodgers are solving cold cases, and only the neighborhood cat knows where all the proverbial bodies are buried. When sharp-tongued sugar heiress Diana is ousted from the empire she helped build, she retreats to a posh 55-plus paradise expecting peace, maybe even a pool boy. Instead, she finds a ragtag group of retirees with a knack for solving cold cases, and a disturbing knack for attracting new ones. She quickly finds herself entangled with this quirky yet capable team of senior sleuths. A psychic, tarot-reading twin duo, a retired detective, a conspiracy-minded tech guru, and a nurse who might just talk to animals. Among tarot cards, a talking cat, and dark web dives, this misfit crew uncovers more than just bingo night secrets. Because in a place this sunny, the shadows run deep, and someone at the ocean's edge has blood on their hands. As the group begins investigating cold cases, darker truths emerge, uncovering clues that tie back to mysterious pasts, hidden traumas, and resonance with more secrets than memories. Hilarious, heartwarming, and deliciously twisted, The Retirees is a witty, tightly woven, charming, cozy mystery that reminds us it's never too late for redemption, reinvention, or revenge, and that sometimes the most unexpected heroes come with walkers, wisdom, and wildly colorful personalities. So I think this just sounds really fun. Yes, it is adding in the, unaliving mystery kind of thing, but it's a cozy mystery, and so I think it's going to be really fun and goofy with just the older generation and whatever. Oh, there's a little bookmark in here, so it's just got the little cat on it. This must be the cat that seems to know where all the bodies are, so that's cute. And then let's see, I do have a little paper in here, and then it's actually, so this is an advanced reader copy, obviously, and this is going to be released January 5th, so definitely I will obviously let you know what I think of it after I read it, and that will give you time before it comes out to kind of get an idea of what it's about and see if it's something you might want to pick up when it comes out in January. But this reader copy, I mean, it's like the words are big, like the print is big, so that's kind of nice. So it's probably not going to take too long to get through. I will say I did kind of look up about this author, and she had a daughter who they found out before her daughter was even born that she had cystic fibrosis. So this is something that she has been very involved in, raising money for and things like that. So she is saying in here that, obviously please leave a review if you would once you read it. And she says, as it may help other readers discover my stories and ultimately raise money and awareness for a cure for cystic fibrosis. All profits from the sale of my books are happily donated to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. So I know she has raised a ton of money over the years through the sale of her books that she has given to this foundation to find a cure for cystic fibrosis. And my middle son actually had a friend when he was in elementary school who had cystic fibrosis and stuff. And so just knowing like there's constant hospital visits and things like that, and just how awesome it would be to find a cure for it. And because people who have it don't live to be very old. And so, yeah, I think that's awesome that she uses her talents, and the money that she gets from it, she uses to try to help other people. Like, that's exactly what I would want to do if I had some kind of talent that made me money. But really, I do respect that a lot. So I think that's awesome. And then I also love, she says on here, if for some reason the story did not quite hit the mark for you, no worries. Not all books are for all people. Please pass it along to someone who may enjoy this quirky, cozy mystery. Again, I appreciate that too, because recognizing it doesn't make a book bad if you don't like it. It just might have some aspects to it that aren't your style or something like that. So I love that that's something that she addressed. So yeah, definitely excited to have won this book and excited to get into it and see what it's all about. So don't go anywhere because I have an announcement at the end of this, but I'm going to go ahead and real quick and just run through these 6 books then that I picked for my TBR for November. So we have Blackbird House by Alice Hoffman, In 5 Years by Rebecca Searle, Lost and Found by Carolyn Parkers, Cabell Hill by Cecily von Ziegler, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab, and The Retirees by Leah Orr. So 6 books. That's typical what I've been getting through in a month. And so as always, if I finish these and have time, I'll start reading something else. Like, you know, I don't limit myself like, no, you pick these 6 books you can't read anymore for the month. That'd be crazy. But yeah, so those are the 6 that I picked that I'm excited to read for this month. So now I have a little something special that I would like to offer you guys. I want to just thank you so much for making this channel what it is. I've been having so much fun. I've been meeting so many great people. So thank you for your interactions down in the comments with me. And I just absolutely love it. And I love hearing about the books that you love, and it helps me discover new things. And hopefully I'm helping some of you discover new things. I know that I am, actually, because some of you have told me. So that's super fun. And so I wanted to be able to give a little something back. It is, you know, going to be November. And so I would love to be able to show my thankfulness by being able to give something back to you guys. So what I would like to do, I mentioned this in a video previously. I read the book Scythe by Neil Shusterman and loved this. My friend Heather sent me this book, and because she absolutely loved it, she's like, I think you're really, really going to like it. And I did. She was not wrong. In fact, I loved it so much that I went on Amazon and bought the whole entire set of the series because I loved it that much. And also, like, this is such a good paperback, and it's got like that like textured kind of, it's fabulous. It's fabulous. So since I have the whole back set now that includes this book, I don't need this book. And I could have just put it in a little free library or something, but I was like, you know what? I really, really enjoyed this book so much. It's got such a cool concept that I would like to be able to gift it to someone else that watches my, you know, videos and would maybe be interested in it. And not only am I going to give you this book, but it's going to be wrapped up and come with some fun bookish things also. So I'll make it a little gift package of sorts. So if you were to win this, you will be getting other fun bookish things right along with it, because that makes it more fun. I love getting mail. I get so excited to get mail. Like, you have no idea. Like, to get a package in the mail is like, I am such a nerd. Like, so excited. So I hope that I can give that excitement to someone else. So if you don't know what Scythe is about, the series is called Arc of a Scythe, and it says, a world with no hunger, no disease, no war, no misery. Humanity has conquered all those things and has even conquered death. Now scythes are the only ones who can end life, and they are commanded to do so in order to keep the size of the population under control. Citra and Rowan are chosen to apprentice to a scythe, a role that neither wants. These teens must master the art of taking life, knowing that the consequence of failure could mean losing their own. They learn living in a perfect world comes only with a heavy price. And so this is a YA book, but you guys, it is like so good for being YA. It's a pretty heavy, it reminds me of like how the Hunger Games is. It's a really heavy concept. And so definitely, even though it's YA, I feel like as an adult, you can get so much from it, like glean so much wisdom, which if you have read this and I just said glean so much wisdom, you picked it up? You picked it up? Okay. And so I am just really wanting someone else to be able to experience this book if this is something that you would like to experience. And if you are interested in winning this giveaway, what I'm going to ask you to do is down in the comments, I need you to leave me an orange heart emoji. And I want you to tell me something that you're thankful for. So I will be keeping this giveaway up for a week from the time this video goes up. So I'll have the date and all that kind of stuff. All the information will be in the description box. And that way you can see when the winner is going to be drawn and that kind of thing. Whoever wins, I will pin their comment, and then I will be in touch with you. And I've done several giveaways on YouTube with my other channel in the past. So I know the kind of fake schemes that go on and that kind of thing. So I am privy to that and will be paying attention for that. So I will definitely be paying attention that this is an actual person and, you know, is here and being supportive and wanting to be part of my channel. So definitely make sure you check out then that description box, and you'll get the details again to tell you exactly what to do and all that good stuff. And YouTube is in no way affiliated with this giveaway. I just wanted to do it to be able to share a book that I loved with someone else. And like I said, I will add some fun goodies to it and hopefully make it just a really fun little package for you to get in the mail to celebrate a month of being thankful, because I'm thankful for you. So that is what I would like to do. So I hope you enjoyed seeing my TBR picks for the month of November. definitely going in a much lighter direction than I have been in over the past couple of months. And I hope that if you're excited about that giveaway, that you'll definitely enter. And I look forward to seeing who wins and being able to send that package off. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. And don't forget to subscribe. I know I already said that. Am I begging? Maybe. No. So thank you guys. I will talk to you again very soon. Bye.